Hey everybody, this is the third tutorial in the intermediate series for Illustrator, and today I'll be talking about guides and how you can use them. Now, before I start talking about them, there might be a chance where you don't see a measurement tool on the top right here and on the side. If that's the case, don't worry, you just have to go to View, go down to here and click on Show, and you will see the shortcut at the same time. So for me it's Control R, and Control R, show, hide. Anyways, now to use a guide, to place a guide onto the screen, you go to the top right here where the measurement tool is, and you just drag down, and you see a guide. Now, there might be a case when you're dragging the guide down and nothing shows up. If that's the case, it's still there. You just have to go to View, go to Guides, and say Show Guides. And at the same time, you notice there's a shortcut. For me, it's Control semicolon. And the same thing for on the left hand side here. For vertical guidelines, you place it that way. Go all the way there, place them. Now you may be wondering why to use guides. Well, guides help with the placement of objects on screen. Which is quite useful for creating a guide system for layout purposes, for a poster, advertisements, or whatever. The reason for that is the majority of objects in Illustrator will snap onto a guide. So as you can see, I'm going closer, it snaps on. And so it will always be in the perfect location where the guide is, which is absolutely fantastic, so it will never be off. Now, the other thing about guides is that you can move them once you place them. They're not there permanently. However, maybe at first you're trying, I can't move them. In the case, all you have to do is right click and click on lock. On default, all guides are locked, so that's just in case knowing you don't move them by accidents. Anyways, I'm going to unlock them, and when you do that, you can remove them. And as long as the guide is selected, you could change the position of the guides up here. So I'm going to put to 2, and it goes to the 2 inches spot, which is handy. Now, another thing to talk about guides is how do you get rid of them? Well, besides using the show hide, you might think, alright, I got so many guides on this screen, I just want to get rid of them completely, I don't want to hide them. There's several ways you could do that. You could select all of them. Oops, they're locked in. You can select all the guides and say, alright, press the delete button on your keyboard and delete. Or you select them all and you go to edit and you go to cut, and that's another way to delete. Another way to get rid of all the guides, if you have so many guides and the work area that you work on is so big that you have to scroll left, right, all the way, it might get a bit, I don't know, troublesome to delete them all, the guides that way. And at the same time, when you're doing that, you actually might select some error objects that are part of the design on the screen. So all you have to do for that is go to View, go to Guides, and clear guides, and you clear them all. Now, there's one other option I'm going to talk about. You may have noticed when I'm selecting the drop-down menu, select the guideline, select is the release guides. Release guides is, they no longer are guides in the functional sense, they are released. They're released from their duty. And when you're releasing duty, you can add effects to them, so like a stroke, so it's add a stroke. Let's add red, because you see that, change it. Yeah. And there you go. Adding strokes this way is quite handy. You can use this for, I don't know, like creating like a wallpaper, a vector wallpaper. And I think that's everything. So let me double check. And yes, that is everything to do with guides. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hope to see you next time.